Hi, everybody. Everything in my videos is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourself, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. This is going to be a short video about Frogmore Cottage, who owns it, who's living there, and what the heck is going on. We all remember back in October when people were seen at the cottage, it was all over the news that the Sussexes, I still can't say their name, were coming back and they were getting the house ready. But it turns out that's not what was happening at all. Turns out they were packing up everything belonging to Harry and Meghan and shipping it to the United States. They had no bills while they lived there. The power, the water, everything was included in that PR perk package that they had as part of their employment. As soon as they stepped back, they were asked to start paying rent. So the question is, if they've been paying rent, why are they handing the house over? Now, they had to pay back money that were taken from the taxpayers to refurbish. And a lot of people asked why they should have to give that money back. And that's because the refurbishment was done specific to their requests and their requirements. And what they wanted went way beyond what they were supposed to pay. So I read this in an article. This really puts it out there and explains it. It's like an employer that gives somebody a relocation allowance. And if you go over that relocation allowance because there's something that you specifically want, you have to pay the difference and repay a percentage of the costs if you don't stay in that job long enough. Initially, because of the monetary issues that they were having, they were supposed to be paying rent, plus they were paying back over 11 years the money that they used from the taxes to refurbish the house. And as you can see from the article above, it was roughly $22,000 a month. Please note, the house does not belong to them. It belongs to the Crown, and they were given the house to live in. But again, when they gave up their positions, they had to start paying rent. One theory floating around is that they're starting to have financial difficulties because, let's face it, they got a certain amount of money from Netflix, and I think it's running short. I say that the money is running short because what most people don't realize is Netflix did not hand these people $150 million. Netflix gave them like a small line of credit, and that's the money that they grabbed and they used to pay back Frogmore and to pay off some of their debts. But now I think that the money that they got is starting to run short. The Sussex PR team is claiming that the two of them paid rent way up front, but since rental prices changed due to the economy, and since they had already planned to move to the United States, I just don't believe that. The PR team that they're paying millions a month for has basically said that Meghan and Harry are letting Jack and Eugenie live there, basically insinuating that they are subletting the property. At the same time, Blind Item came out with this, that they want Eugenie and Jack to pay them $10,000 a month to rent out Frogmore Cottage from them. Princess Eugenie has always paid rent anywhere that she has lived on property with the Queen because she was not a senior member of the working royal family. However, it could be that she's moved up in the ranks since Harry and Meghan left. So theory number one was that the house is being sublet to Eugenie and Jack. Theory number two is the Crown told them to go ahead and move on prior to the March meeting. I should say that theory number three, which is floating around, is that the Crown knew absolutely nothing about this and that they found out at the same time that the rest of the world found out. And I can tell you right now that that's a bunch of bunk. There is no way that a home that is owned by the Crown was discussed and terms come to without the Queen being made aware. Looks to me like the royal family is trying to gain control back from Harry and Meghan in that, number one, they've now taken away the home that they claim is their UK residence. Number two, she's filling the military spots for Harry because she's not going to let him take it back. I just think this is just the beginning to make things easier come March. Let me just say that the Queen is one smart cookie. She gave Harry and Meghan 1 year to literally hang themselves, and they did. This is a way to get rid of them without it looking like it's vindictive, because they can basically say, look, the parents and godparents live close to that area. You're not there. So why don't you just let them have the house? And it makes her look benevolent. It makes Harry and Meghan look benevolent, and yet they're gotten rid of. So what do you guys think? Is Jack and Eugenie subletting the house to help out Meghan and Harry because they're having monetary issues? Or did the royal family finally give them the old heave-ho and tell them that they can't hang on to property that's now sitting empty and that they obviously have no intention of living in? Make sure to leave your comments and thoughts below, and as always, have a great day.